Hello, Scarbo. What do we have today?
Today we have Florian from GemWallet.
Gem,
Welcome, Florian.
welcome.
Hi guys, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us, buddy. We appreciate it.
Florian is the creator of GemWallet. Florian, want to go a little bit over what is GemWallet and how did you get the idea of
Yeah,
creating it?
sure.
What does it do?
Sure. So how do I get the idea? I will start with that first. Like this, we will understand like what it does. Just a few things about me first, maybe. I'm living in Poland, so in Europe. Yeah, I have a background of computer science, and I really love crypto. So basically, I knew about the XRPL since some time already, especially the XRP token. But when all the hype about NFTs and all that kind of stuff happened, I was really into Ethereum in terms of development on the development side, because there's so much stuff over there. And at some point, like the gas fees on Ethereum were so high that everybody was going to Solana, right? So I mean, a lot of NFT collections. So I wanted to see what's happening there to understand like difference with the blockchain and the ecosystem and all that kind of stuff. And I saw that the equivalent of MetaMask was Phantom over there. So Phantom was actually very nice. Like the community was a bit different than Ethereum, but yeah, it was really cool. Like I saw all of that. And then I was like, oh wow, again, like gas fees, right? So even though like they're not super high over there, but that was the thing. And I remember about XRP because actually I was using a lot of XRP for transferring crypto from an exchange to another because the fees are so low. And then you can reswap back or whatever you want to do, whatever you want to hold. And then I was like, okay, what is the MetaMask for the XRPL? So I'm talking about that like 2 years ago when I started GemWallet, and there were none. Like I couldn't find, but I found Zem. I found GemWallet, which is a mobile app on the XRP ledger. And then I started to look into GemWallet. Well, I was proposing a browser extension, like if no, why not? And I found a YouTube video. It was a YouTube video with Morales and Vitse from Zem. And actually, the guy from Morales was asking Vitse, why don't you do a browser extension? So Vitse answered over there. You can find the video on YouTube. And actually, he said that it wasn't the mission of Zem to do that, so he didn't really want to go for it, at least at the moment. That's what he said over there. So I was like, okay, cool. So
I'm going for
let's try to do an MVP. Yeah. So I just like spend a lot of time to hack around and create an MVP. This was like 2 years ago. So the execution wasn't released 2 years ago, but that's when it started.
How long did it take you to do an MVP for this?
Wow, I think like a few months because like I really wanted to have everything secured. Like GemWallet, if you go to the GitHub, because GemWallet is an open source wallet, if you go to the GitHub, the first commit like was, I don't know, like probably 2 years ago, but the original, I don't know, like, but the original idea, like, I don't know, to go for the MVP, I don't know, I think it took me like 3 months probably, something like that, I would say.
But you were doing this all by yourself, right? Without any help.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. So I work also like, but because of my work, like I had facilities on that, I would say. But the thing is that, it took me some time, right? And then I released the first version with a very bad API, the API v1, now we're on v3. And the API v1 was actually just to send payment, because the idea of GemWallet originally was sending payment with the XRP ledger, because the XRPL is not running on EVM, so it's not having smart contracts, but you can see that everything is a transaction. Basically, that's how it works over there. So I was like, okay, let's do this for payment, like you could do with Bitcoin Lightning, right?
Yeah.
The Lightning Bitcoin. And then I was like, all right, so let's do that. And then I created Twitter of GemWallet, And I tweeted hashtag XRPL, hashtag XRP, hashtag every hashtag, hashtag. I don't know, like a lot of hashtags. And
oh, we hashtag everywhere, mate.
Yeah, I did so many hashtags. And what happens that I think a few hours later, Vitsi actually pinged me on Twitter and LinkedIn, and I was like, okay, this is a scam. Like that's not happening. And it was Vitsi. I mean, I thought it was his account. Like I was like, no, it seems so real. And I didn't answer because I was like, that's a scam. They want something from me. And then like on LinkedIn, like I saw his account. I was like, no, this is too much. Like if it's an attack, it's a very good attack, but who knows, And he asked me to jump on a call, and I was like, okay, let's do that. And I saw him, and then I was like, okay, I wouldn't go the road like it's a deep fake, like this is really too much. So it was him, and he was super welcoming, like very nice, like, hey, I saw what you're doing, I really like it. What do you want to do with this, and so on and so on. And I decided to start. Like I was like, wow, like there is a little traction, Vitsi, like it was the only one of the rare person I knew from the community. I mean, I knew, you know what I mean? Like I knew who he was, like that.
Right.
And I was like, he knows who I am now, so it's crazy. So I was super excited, and I decided like, okay, let's push a bit with GemWallet. So I started to release new stuff, and I think like maybe a few months later, like maybe 1 or 2 months later, someone from Ripple contacted me, and then I was like, okay, this is a huge scam again.
Someone from Ripple contacted you. You're saying?
Yes. And I was like, this is not happening. You know what I mean? Like this is a scam, right?
Yeah.
And I answered because I was like, okay. So I checked like the email, I checked a lot of things, and I was like, okay, it's
DMs in Discord then.
And then same Zoom call, like on a call. So I jump on a call, and that was someone from Ripple, and everything was legit, all the links, everything. So I was like, okay, that's someone from Ripple. And then we discussed, and that was really awesome. Like it was a good conversation, and I was like, okay, I really need to go for it. So Ripple told me there is a grants program that I could apply for. So I need to make my file for the grant program, explain what I want to do with extension and so on. So basically they told me, if you want, you can apply for it. They just told me it exists. So I'm super happy about that. And I applied for the wave 3. And I got the grant. Like I was super happy. I got the grant, and I started to work like more and more with it, like on GemWallet. Now recently there's like new people who joined GemWallet. Super happy about that. And now I can answer your question with this little introduction. So GemWallet, basically what it does, it's like a Web3 layer to connect your browser to the XRP ledger. And the other thing it does, which is there is like few things very important for us. The top one is security. And it's like a lot of UX choice are done because of security, but we are working on it, like the sessions. Every time you reopen GemWallet, like you need to retype your password. This we are gonna fix it, but it took us a lot of time to make sure like we're gonna do it in a secure way. As you can see, like if you can see, show it here. Yeah, so like here you type your password, and if you close it, well, here you will need to retype your password again. So that's pretty much annoying, but we're gonna improve this pretty soon. So security is very important. Transparency is super important as well. That's why like all our code is open source. GemWallet is open source since day one. Go to the first commit, we'll be like, what the hell is this? Like you will see like it's just like some React app and all like setting up. You will see also decisions which were made. Everything is over there. And we don't want GemWallet to be centralized in any way. So so all the stuff we use like are like most of it's just like decentralized. We don't like create session inside GemWallet or whatever. Inside the server randomly put anywhere, and
you're trying to run everything as close as possible to the XRPL, right?
Yes, that's basically what.
Yeah, without any intermediary apps running in between that may be hackable.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's correct. So basically what happens is that when you click on a button which will open GemWallet, for example, what happens is that your browser is sending a message to GemWallet. GemWallet received it, GemWallet shows to the user what's happening. For example, sending a transaction, minting an NFT, burning an NFT, whatever you want to do. In everything is written in plain English. So you won't have a thing like MetaMask, like some hexadecimal characters. You know, like this is not really happening. We try to explain to the end user what's happening for them to understand what they do before they sign a transaction and send it to the ledger. And then GemWallet is sending it straight to the ledger. So there is no intermediary servers, there is no nothing. Like it just goes straight over there. And to do this, we use a library called XRPL.js, which is maintained by the community. So that's what we do. We use also open source project.
Excellent. So basically, just to make it clear to people who don't know how this works, this is basically an equivalent to MetaMask, right? That a lot of people know from the Ethereum network. And it's kind of a MetaMask, but for the XRP ledger, correct?
That's correct. That's totally correct. The difference here is that everything is a transaction on the XRP ledger. We don't have smart contract. So I don't know if you could go to the documentation, but basically what's happening is that if you don't know how to code on the XRP ledger and you don't really know how it works, if you go to the documentation of GemWallet, so for example here, and you go, let's say, to the playground, here we will have like most of the endpoint. Like here you can see like some of the demo we have. When you have GemWallet installed, you can play around with that. And you see like all the functions are called in plain English. So you don't need to learn like some other things. So for example, if you want to get the address of your user, you just use a function called getAddress. And that's basically it. You want to mint an NFT, use a function called mint NFT. So
and
like,
I see also it pops up right here in GemWallet, and then you can do the transaction, right? So it's just this command
we
here,
cannot
right?
see it on your screen, but yeah, that's correct. Like if you go to the API above the playground, here there will be some code, like if you want to show like in the reference. Here, like there is like code snippet that you can copy paste. Most of code snippets are written with React, just for people who want to use React. We choose React because that's what we use in GemWallet, and that's one of the popular framework right now. So yeah, so here you can see all the stuff you can do with accept an NFT offer. You have an example here of a payload that you could send, and right on there you have an example with a React web application. So right now, like if you copy paste this code for your React app, well, you just accept an NFT offer, and that's pretty much it. So the thing is, you import the GemWallet API. Here in this code, we are checking if GemWallet is installed, and if yes, then you can accept an NFT offer, and that's pretty much it. Like it's really easy to start. So if you want to do a hackathon on XRP ledger, like I would really recommend you to use GemWallet.
Excellent. So GemWallet is in its alpha form right now, basically. Is that it? So GemWallet was released, I think like 8 months ago now, or something like that, I would say. So it's just evolving and evolving. So like also like how we prioritize things on our roadmap. We have a roadmap like in front of us, but it changes every time because sometimes, for example, the NFT, we didn't, it wasn't something which was high in our roadmap, but we had so much ask from the community that we just went for it, and we just created all the NFT support like before other things. So yeah, so right now it's ready to use, but you might find some little issues with CSS here or some little bugs, but it's not bugs which are gonna make you lose your fund or whatever. It's just like some UI issues or UX issues you could find here and there. Right. And so when you create a wallet on GemWallet, you will receive a seed phrase, and you can set up your wallet within GemWallet. But you can also take that seed phrase, for example, and then you can put it into GemWallet, for example, like as a backup, let's say, right? Yes, if you need some additional functionality, you can have your seed phrase in both of the wallets at the same time and say, okay, for the web user, I'll go with the GemWallet because it's right integrated into the browser. And then for other things that GemWallet doesn't do yet, maybe we can have it in Zom as well. Yes, right? That's a very good point, because like one use case you could have is like if you have like one wallet to spend money, for example, you could have this seed used in both wallets, because if you want to go to a store, like you will use them, right? Because them like is very good at that. It's a real word, you know, to scan QR code and sign transaction.
Yeah.
But where GemWallet is very good is on the web, because you click on a button, pay, and that's it. You don't need to look for your phone. So yeah, that's definitely something you can do. You can also do the operation the other way, because when you set up an account with them, they will give you some numbers that you need to save. So save them very carefully. And these numbers, you can import them in GemWallet as well. So basically, it's a derivation of your seed.
I
So
saw you have-
you're
yeah, go ahead.
basically linked. Sorry, but so you're basically linked with Zoom. In a kind of way
We don't. I mean, it's not like you're not like connected to them in never like in any way. But you can, if you have your seed phrase from them, which is not like just one string. Basically, they do it with numbers. You can take these numbers and paste them in GemWallet when you import a new wallet.
Yeah, it's the same
Actually,
way
importing
that
wallets, there is different.
Yeah, it's between MetaMask.
it's like you
it's
can take
MetaMask
your Ledger
Yes.
wallets and put it into some or the other way
Yeah.
around, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. That's exactly that. Yeah. You can definitely do that.
I saw you
Talking
have a
about
little
Ledger,
demo here. Do you think we can look at this real quick? I think this might be
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, it's a very old one, but yeah, we can go for it. Like
We're old.
Just give an idea.
Oh, we
don't know if
watched
you
this
know it.
earlier. will
don't know if you will be able to show it though, because like when you click on pay, you're not gonna show GemWallet because you're showing only Chrome.
Oh, I got it. I think you have a little video of this, right? On your
YouTube. On YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's have people see this real quick.
Hi, today I'm gonna make a demo of GemWallet. So GemWallet is a web extension which allows you to make online payments on the XRP ledger. So I will show you how GemWallet looks like. So right now I have already configured my wallet. So I'm clicking on the web extension on the top. So I'm gonna type my password, and after typing my password, I'm finally logged in to see how much XRP I have on my wallet.
You're a wild buddy.
This is my public address, so that's the address of
Yeah,
my
it's very old. It's a very old video.
156 XRPs. So we are gonna go on this website. So this is an e-commerce website where all the prices are actually on XRP. So I'm gonna go to my basket. I already added a few items to my checkout. So you can find here 2 articles. So we have like these bags as well as this backpack for a total of 26 XRPs. As you can see here, the website accepts GemWallet. And this is a demo which is working on the testnet. So I'm gonna click on pay. When I click on pay, GemWallet is opening in a new window. So right now it's asking me my password in order to be sure that no one who has access to my computer can actually use my XRP without asking me. I'm gonna unlock it. And now we can see the transaction. So we can see what is the destination address, so where we are gonna send our XRPs, what is the amount, so the amount is 26 and .20 XRPs. And here we can also see like the network fees that we're gonna pay when we are gonna confirm the transaction. So I'm gonna click on confirm to confirm the transaction. So the transaction is progressing on the XRP ledger. So this is on the testnet. And as you can see, it got accepted. We got enough fund, everything is all right. So I'm gonna close GemWallet. On the website, we can see that the website acknowledged that the payment was successful. So I'm gonna close it. And now let's go back to GemWallet. We're gonna check if actually the money got deducted from our wallet. So I'm gonna type my password and let's log in over there. And here, yeah, it worked. So the XRP's amount got subtracted from my wallet and the payment was successful. So feel free to have a look at the source code of GemWallet. It's actually open source. I will add the GitHub link to the description of the video. So GemWallet is currently in beta, and feel free to use GemWallet for your next purchases.
Yeah, I think you've already got one of them backpacks on the end of your bed.
Yeah, here in the background.
Yeah.
So you already got it.
You've already got one.
Freshly bought with GemWallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've already bought it.
Hi. Today I'm going to make a demo of
So one question I have.
Yeah.
So GemWallet,
Yeah, sure.
is this something that can connect to Wallet Connect in the future? Or
In
is
the
it,
future,
yeah.
in the future, like we need to think about that. But like right now, you cannot. I mean, right now, there is no integration yet, I would say.
So the
just like that.
integration depends on the website owner, right?
Yes, right now that's definitely how it works. So yeah, the integration depends on the website owner. So they need to implement it by themselves. Like actually, that's very good. You show me this page of GemWallet because I see like there is a lot of things which are missing here. If you go to the GemWallet GitHub, actually, there is a lot of. I mean, we are starting to populate the examples over there. There is a repository. If you go to the GemWallet organization on the top, right here. Yes. So here, like the first one is the extension repository, the first pinned one. And if you go to Project Starter, which is just on there, here you will see different templates on how you could use GemWallet. So there's an HTML starter, which I actually explained to you, like how to use GemWallet just with HTML and JavaScript. And if you go back to the previous page, you have another one, the React token gated store. And this will actually show you how to do a token-gated community store. So what does it mean? Short story, it's like if you own an NFT. So if, for example, you own the NFT of a collection, this example is like checking if you own the NFT from this collection, and if you do, you get promotion from the store. So basically, like you will see, like you have a button to check if you are part of the club. And if you are part of the club, all the prices are refreshed and they're way cheaper because you are actually part of the community. And this is one of the use cases of the Web3 that GemWallet can show you. And all the code is here, open source. Like feel free to copy it, duplicate it, to do whatever you want with these project starters.
And it's all open source for everybody to use. And if people have questions how to get this implemented, they can contact you, of course. Yes,
we have a Discord. Like on Discord, we try to answer as soon as we can. We try to help as well. If you have feedback, like we definitely love feedbacks. Any feedback are very welcome.
And so to go back to your website, so this is kind of early days, right? Because currently, what does it support? It supports send and receive XRP, make payments, add a trust line, send and receive the token for the trust line, right? And it can integrate into websites that have this background API installed, correct?
That's correct. All the NFTs, and 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, we released a new endpoint, which is submit transaction. So actually, now you can submit any XRPL transaction, but this is really it's a bit for more advanced people, which understand the XRP ledger, are already coded with XRPL JS. So basically, any transaction from the XRP ledger, you can sign it through GemWallet. Just one warning here. The UI for that is less user-friendly, it's less nice. There is less English written things. There are still, but a bit less. Because at some point, we are showing the JSON object that you're going to assign. So if you're not someone a little bit techy, you don't have to be a developer, but if you're not someone a little bit techy, it might be a bit more difficult. Like you would sign something with MetaMask, right? If you sign a smart contract, sometimes you have some hexadecimal stuff. Well, if you don't understand what you're signing, that's a problem.
Yeah, the thing also with MetaMask and Ethereum in general is the smart contracts aren't really transparent to the users. People don't understand what they're signing in reality, right?
Yeah.
Because who does
go
into a code?
Buddy.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of fraud possible with the smart contracts because people really have no idea what they're agreeing to.
Exactly. And with GemWallet, we have the sign transaction, which kind of does the same, right? Though here you would see a JSON object, so it's not an hexadecimal stuff, right? So if you are technical, you can understand what's happening. If you're not technical, well, unfortunately you won't. But we create this endpoint for, and we created this endpoint in the API just for anyone who wants to use GemWallet, integrate GemWallet into their website. They can do this because we support anything from the XRP ledger.
Excellent. And also, of course, you guys are constantly working on improving the interface, adding new features.
Definitely.
Right? Adding an NFT functionalities and all of that. So it's an ongoing project.
Yes.
Excellent looking for me. So we're really early days also, right? I mean,
yes.
Basically, when did you launch it?
So I think about 8 months ago we released it, like the version so the version 2 of GemWallet, because version 1 wasn't published. It was just on GitHub for a very early users, so hackers, where we call them like that. Then the V2 went on the Chrome store like about 8 months ago, and the V2 was here for people to start to integrate it. So I think a month after the V2, we started to see the first people integrating it in their website. And now, like, it's kind of a snowball effect. We have more and more people integrating it. We are very proud of that. This is thanks to our community, to be honest. Like, they are awesome. And yeah.
Hey, we thank you for bringing this up. And
Yeah, you're doing fantastic work. So if someone wants to install this, the best way is to go to gemwallet.app, but I think they can also get it on the Chrome store, right? Directly
yes,
for the browser.
So here you can click on the download button and it's gonna actually redirect you to the Chrome store.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So here, like you are able to so basically, like, it's gonna install it on any Chromium browser. So it means Edge, like Chrome, Brave, Opera, well, a lot of them, basically. We don't support Firefox right now, but we're working on it very, very hard to make it happen very soon. So yeah, like Firefox users, like we are coming.
Excellent.
No problem.
There's another tweet. So you guys got a grant from Ripple, and we covered this. But what is the
program?
Yeah, what does this imply? What is the outcome of this, of you getting this grant?
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Whatever it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this actually is not a grant, it's like an accelerator program. So the goal of that is to actually help your company to grow way faster and go to the next stage. Because to be frank here, I was on GemWallet alone for so long, spending a lot of time, like really a lot of time, and there is like some people who joined GemWallet not so long ago, about 3-4 months ago. So now I'm not alone anymore. I'm very happy about that. Like, we can go way faster. So like that's maybe why we are going. Yeah, the release are going way faster now. And the accelerator, what it does is that helping companies to go to the next stage. So go again even faster, like know more about like their business plan and all that kind of stuff. So this is we are at the beginning of it. For now, it's really, 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 really awesome. We are the first wave. We are part of the first wave of project. There are other guys with us, like XRP Cafe, and other guys. Like there is like really a lot of guys. There is like the guys from Kudos, from Florian Labs. I mean, there is a lot of guys. Like I cannot quote everybody, but there is a lot of guys.
Cafe are awesome. Can I just interrupt you 1 second, please, buddy?
Sure.
MD, we aren't even following GemWallet, buddy.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not. Now we are. Yeah, right.
I think I followed you with my personal account. Yeah, for sure. Excellent.
Before someone pointed it out. Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So basically, like, right now we are in the first session. I mean, the first group of people. There will be another wave, which I think people can still apply for. So if you guys are in the XRPL ecosystem, I would definitely recommend you to apply over there. For now, like, we started like not so long ago, but for now, like, it's really awesome. And
I'm curious, what does that include? Like, they include you as part of the accelerator program, and what does it do? Do you get some guy from Ripple dedicated as a contact person?
We get a lot of people. So yeah, there is some different. So this year, Ripple is actually a partner. I mean, maybe it's better if we go to the accelerator website, because there will be the right words. Like, sorry, I might use the wrong word sometimes, but the thing is that like this year, Ripple is actually very involved in it. But I mean, this year, sorry, not this year. I meant like this session, this first batch. But the next batch, that's another company who is actually inside the gonna help with the accelerator program. So basically, what does it do? So you have people, you have a mentor, you have like people helping you to discuss like whatever things you might need for your company to get to the next stage. And we have a lot of classes about different things. So it's legal, it's business. I mean, everything is written over there on the accelerator program. It's really well written.
And
So
you're getting some
like
money as well, right?
Bloody MD's going to be all over me. Can you do this for us? He's going to be going for this.
Yeah, we do get some money as well. But like the things like you see, like I think like the exposure in networking is really, really huge. And also the thing is that yeah, all these classes for now, they are really, really, really awesome. Like I can't not, I mean, I just recommend this.
Yeah, fantastic.
So you see like here's a program partner is Ripple and then it's 1080 for the cohort 2.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go here. Yeah. Excellent. So this will greatly help you continue to work on the GemWallet for sure, right?
Yes, I mean, it's not about continuing to work because this 100%, even if this didn't happen, we would have continued to work on that 100%. But this will help us to go way faster, way faster.
And independently from this, you can still apply for a grant, right? If you want to.
Yes, that's not related to. Yes, definitely.
Unrelated,
yeah.
yeah.
Apply for it.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not connected.
Not connected, but we know people that have received grants. Some of the projects we've spoken to here on YouTube and that we know. So maybe you should also do that.
Are applying for a grant.
Yeah, I think this. I would say that this is like this is a bit different because this is really for. I mean, it's not only. I mean, the grant. You have the grant money, which is awesome, and you also have a bit of support. But here, you have also the money, right? But you have it's way more based on the support, on the training, on learning things. I would say.
Right.
While the grant is more technical, this is more business. That's what I meant. This is definitely you know, toward business, while the grant is more about the technical aspect of the project. They want you to build this thing. And now if you want to be better at business, I guess this is the program you need to accelerator.
You were calling our attention to something called XRPL Commons. So maybe talk a little bit about that. We thought it was kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yes. So I don't want to talk for someone else, but maybe you should have them at some point on YouTube. But these guys, we really like them, GemWallet. So basically, like these guys, what they do is like they are explaining to people what is the XRP ledger. So actually today, XRPL Commons did the training in Paris. So GemWallet, like we are splitted. Like right now we are split in Europe. We have only European guys for now. So one of the guy from like the lead dev of GemWallet is actually based in France. And so he went over there, and so they were training with students, and they were learning about the XRP ledger. There was Zam also who was there. They were showing so like how to use them with like good use cases and all. That was awesome. Then there was some presentation about GemWallet. There was some presentation also about the XRP ledger. And on our side, GemWallet, what we presented is how to create a token gated store from the ground up. So with React, what can happen with this, like how it works. And and we're using GemWallet to do this. So yes, these guys are very nice. Like you can follow them on Twitter as well as GemWallet. But yeah.
So these guys are kind of like what the XRPL Foundation is doing, right?
That's kind of similar. That's kind of similar, but they're not the same. Yeah, that's similar in a way. Yeah. Like it's really like to show like the XRP to show the XRP ledger. They're based in Paris. They're very, very nice. I met them at the Paris Blockchain Week, and that's really awesome people.
Excellent. Nick, you have any questions for Florian?
No, just thank you for what you're building. Basically.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you
Florian,
so much.
You have anything else you want to put out there? How can people find you? We'll post all the links below, of course. And
I think like first of all, thank you so much for having me, guys. Like you're awesome. Like we discussed a bit like before the recording, and I totally enjoyed it.
Thank you so
Our
much.
absolute pleasure.
Thanks
Thank you.
for being here. And with that,
To the moon.